My name is Brennan, I'm 26 years old, and this is my 3rd season as a bow hunter. I had never taken a deer with my bow. We put a lot of hard work in over the summer and done a lot of scouting. I knew this was going to be my year. It was just a matter of being patient and waiting for the right time. As most of you know, nothing ever works out to plan exactly how you want it to, except those very special situations.
September 30th. There's a cold front coming through today. It's dropping like down in the 40s at night tomorrow. There's a lot of good bedding in here, and there's a pretty nice 10-pointer too. We jumped in this morning. Tonight we're willing to take anything. Yeah, the freezer's getting a little low. It's been a long year. They're in here for sure.
About 2 hours into our hunt, Evan taps me on the shoulder and says a spike is coming in from behind us. I wanted to let him walk. Then about 15 minutes later, Blades was coming in.
Shoulder. Oh, did you? Yeah. Did you get much penetration? pulled to the right when he was standing there. I can't believe that. Just wait a second. He wasn't hurt that bad, I don't think. I don't know.
What just happened, Brandon?
Had a really nice 8-point come in, about 20 yards, made a scrape right here. I drew back on him, and I guess I hit him right in that shoulder. It didn't look like it penetrated very much. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to get down and see what the arrow looks like, see if there's any blood. But we're gonna climb down and see what's going on. Just got down. Just found my arrow.
It's trickle blood. How deep is it smeared? That's what you want to look at.
It's like a bell. I don't know.
That arrow broadhead broke off. It's probably just in his shoulder. I don't know.
That broadhead broke.
There's blood all the way over to there. Like it was huffing out of him, maybe.
I don't know. The second shot I hit a limb. My other arrow's right there.
Let's look up in here. I'll let you go ahead, but look for blood on the trees and stuff. And I was hoping you'd get that other arrow in him.
It was about a 50-yard shot.
Yeah.
We found my second arrow. I missed him on the second shot. It was kind of a bad angle at 50 yards, but we got over there where he stood for a little bit, and there's a good amount of blood on the ground. We went up there another 30 yards, and I think we seen him standing up there. He might have been standing in a lane that's really thick, but he didn't go much past 50 yards. So we're gonna let him sit, we're gonna back out, give him time, try not to bump him, just let him do his thing, but we'll let you know what happens.
When we got back later that night to where we found our blood, we heard coyotes howling off about 50 yards from us. We were a little concerned.
That's not surface blood.
You don't think?
No.
Right here. That's bubbling, dude.
Let's see it.
Huh? Is this quite weird?
No, I don't like that thing.
Shine it directly on it.
We wasn't able to find him that night. About a week later, I get a phone call from Evan telling me the news.
Good news is I found blades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was he?
He was not too far from where we were looking, but he's up by closer to the road on the other side. I smelled him.
Okay.
And I just kept going. I probably smelled him from like 100 yards. I just kept going, and it got stronger as I got closer. I kind of had a feeling once I smelled it, but now that, you just never know, though. I mean, I honestly thought he probably lived, and I was waiting to find him on the trail camera. At least we found him, you know. And
Yeah, I agree.
now you can clean him up and bleach his skull and make a real pretty European mount, and you know, show him off for the buck he was. So
It's Wednesday night. Evan called me. He said, while he's swapping out cards in the game camera we put out, he said he smelt something. He walked over there and checked it, and it was blades, the one I shot. It's not how we want to find them. I mean, it is what it is, but we found him. We're gonna go recover him now. I haven't seen him yet. Evan said he's pretty good, so we're gonna go check it and see what he looks like. But we didn't give up on him. We really thought he lived, so we've put out food and we put out a game camera to try to see if he was still in the area. But I guess we found him, so let's go take a look. It's kind of a double-edged sword, you know. I don't hunt horn, but it's nice to have the meat. But I guess if he did die, this is the best conclusion that we can get from the story.
It's not like we didn't look for him.
Right, no, there's 3 of us, we looked for hours, there's just no blood. We found that little spot where he stood, and we found a drop 40 yards away, and we're pretty much on our hands and knees looking for this guy. Spent hours. We talked to a lot of people, went back and watched the footage, I mean, over and over and over. Didn't think it went to the cage at all. I mean, no penetration, but I guess it was enough to do the job, so well, go take a look and see what happened to him. First time. Not how you want to find him, but we found him. I mean, we're gonna notch the tag and everything here in a minute, get him recorded. It's a good end to a bad story. It was a horrible feeling. I mean, but we got him. So since he did die, I'm glad we found him. But, all right, we'll get him pulled out of here.
As a bow hunter, you never want to injure or make an animal suffer. It's one of the worst feelings that you can possibly go through, and there's no closure until you know exactly what happened to him. I feel very fortunate that I was able to find and recover him. I'm sad how it happened, but I'm glad that we did find him. I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to tell the story of this deer. It may not always have the best ending or how you would like it to happen, but I wanted to tell you the story exactly how it happened. As a hunter, you do everything you can in preparation to make everything right and hope everything lines out. It doesn't always work out that way. Since Blades did die, I'm glad we found him. I'm glad we were able to recover him and fill my tag. It's not exactly how you want your story to play out, but this time it's just how it was, and I wanted to share it with you. I was fortunate for my friend to be there for my first one and be able to film it for me and help me along the way with everything. It's been an honor hunting with him, and I hope we have many more seasons together.